Sidewalks with DJ Halo. Sidewalks with DJ Halo. Halo on F88.5. This is George the Guru. George truly Guru. I'm in the building with my partner,
super producer Solar.
The 7 Grand Records, Jasmine Taz, and everything that's hot, taking you back to the future. Don't touch it. 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 Don't touch
it. As you can guess, that is a very, very old drop from a living guru of Gangstar. If you don't know, he was one half of Gangstar along with DJ Premier. If you've been living under a rock and not a rap fan for, whatever. Rest in peace, Guru. And I'm back after a week-long hiatus. I did like a little trip up to the motherland, aka New England. I went and it was for a East Coast memorial for my homie Garvin. And then traveled, I DJ'd in New York, and then I DJ'd in New Hampshire, visited friends in Maine and Rhode Island. I was expecting it to be a good time, but I didn't realize how good of a time it was going to be, really like connecting with people. Some people I hadn't seen in like 20 years. Shouts to my man, Heckazoid, up there in Shapley, Maine, tattooing. I don't think he's doing the graffiti anymore. But anyway, I had a really good time. Shouts to my peoples over at Rap Night Manchester, DJ Myth, Ill by Instinct, I9, as well as the folks that performed, Jarv, Mr. Burns, and of course my man, my mellow, my ace, Dylan from the ATL. So I had a really, really great time the last sort of like week and a half, and came back to Durham, had a double weekend, a double event weekend, early wedding on Saturday, and then DJ'd at this spot that I've been picking up a lot of slots at recently called Annex, where it's all vinyl sets. And it was a crazy, crazy night. Like, just like the place was like packed to the gills, and I just happened to bring all the right records. So it was a good time. Hope you're having a good time tonight, and I'll be getting into a whole bunch of new music like I typically do. I'm assuming that most of it isn't going to end up being on vinyl tonight, but I do have a fair amount of digital new music as well. So let's get into it. This is the instrumental of a group called Touch and Moves. It's basically this dude Touch and this guy Moves. Touch and Moves. Touch is the rapper, Moves made the beats. and it's out on Hand Solo Records. This is their first single. They have an album forthcoming later in the fall. But yeah, I was really struck by how like dope and sort of like kind of creepy, honestly, this beat and the whole rap is. There's a video along with it. So the track is called Thought Crime, but crime is spelled Krhyme. So it's K with rhyme, Thought Crime. And the video is like really excellent. So if you have a chance, look it up, Thought Crime on YouTube. Let's get into it. You're going to hear the actual track. This is the instrumental that I was scratching the Guru drop over. And if you'll notice, I have a wireless mic today because I left my normal SM58 corded mic in New York City. Who knows if I'll be able to get the venue to ship it back, but you know, whatever. They're $100. I can afford that. And frankly, that particular mic has done yeoman service. I've probably owned it for like 15 years or something now, so that mic doesn't owe me or anybody else anything. But if I can get it back in my hands, I will let you know. Something clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, and yeah, you guessed it, Twitch. Let's get into it. Thought Crime, Touch and Moves, and it's only right here on the interwebs. Making Tuesdays suck a whole lot less. Yay, 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 yay.
Yo, I didn't call the police. Yo, I didn't call the police. I don't know why you're here. Yo, I didn't call the police. Yo, It's okay. You can go. No, you can't. You can't come in. No, you can't. I'm not allowed. You can't come in, sir. Yo. Hi, kids. Do you like violence? Do you want to see me beat a compliant suspect into silence? Want to be a cop and smack people that's barely surviving? And watch the innocent run whenever they hear my fucking siren? My wife said straight, Derek, you need to meditate. But I really just want to kneel on this black guy's neck today. And my partner said, hey, man, why are we chasing this kid? Your face is red. Stop talking about the great replacement. But ever since age 12, I was taught other races dwell underneath the white authority, and they were all doomed to hell. And I'm pissed off. I'll handcuff this wrist off and smack him so hard, and I'm just warming up like crisscross. I found a fat pound of grass, so I'm arresting your so fast you'll reminisce about your ancestors' past. I'll break into your apartment, kill your girl with a Glock, and lie to the grand jury like I'm sure they heard us knock. Hey, yo, hi, yo, my name is, hey, why did you stop my name? My name is Officer McGrady. Hi, my name is, hey, yo, why you stop? Hey, my name is Officer McGrady. Hi, my name is, hey, yo, my name is Officer McGrady. Hi, my name is, my name is, hi, my name is Officer McGrady. My English teacher wanted to flunk me in junior high. Thanks a lot, now the police academy is the only place I can apply. I was held back at daycare, raised on hate and prayer with the white image of Jesus Christ as our savior. I'm one sick pup. I knocked over an old lady like a stick-up, crushed discs in her back, then laughed because she couldn't get up. Tactics are questionable, flipping cars of pregnant pedestrians. On Facebook, tagging the KKK, let's be friends. 99% of my life, I've been lied to, so I pause the cameras and beat suspects with a Bible. And I ain't trying to read the chapters. I beat them over their head till they forget their name, then I let them take it home after. And if you Black Lives Matter, yelling f*** the man, I'll stuff you in a van, cuff you with bands till they f***ing crush your hands. And if I get caught, it's qualified immunity, it's natural. Catch me vacationing, suspended, with pay. Hey, hi. My name is, no, you can't search Officer McGrady. Hi. Hey, yo, you got a warrant, man? Hi. My name is Officer McGrady. Hi. My name is, warrant area. I don't know. Yo, it's Officer McGrady. Just drive hi. My name is, hey, yo, my name is, yo, you ain't gotta say my name, bro. Officer McGrady.
lose at the ass kissing contest. Not even the judge. Identify the object, but keep it in your pocket and try to leave the page before you start to read the comments. I can't remember when she wasn't asking what was wrong. I'm not offended, I'm pretending it's just because of the songs. While I was rendering my life, y'all put the shuffle on. It's like I'm standing on the corner of Lindell and Lake. I'm staring at the display behind the windows and gates. Patient waiting for the bus to carry me down the street. I feel like you January got me freezing my feet. Sleeping on the plane trying to find time travel. Like you high enough to see inside of the galaxy's ass. And follow you and swallow you like a black hole. Hey, I'm not the same dude I used to be. Thankfully, permanently angry, trying to burn your little angel wings. My shit still stinks, nobody's changing me. You trying to get dough? I'm trying to take over a bakery. You kinda look like the type that might book flights when faced with adversity. The first to be like, good night, took a long pull. Hype. I've been around the world and I can't find a sweet spot to squat and die. Y'all be talking hellish, I guess I probably would as well. I walk like an elephant, shook the bell, you took the L and flipped it upside down like a crutch. Yo, let go of my tusk before the mountain erupts. And everybody's like, what? We ain't know it's a volcano.
These are the days, shackles run the town. Bunches these days, no soul around. Time for the dance, take your lover's hand. Spend some time together, bulletproof together. Baby love, you're a fallen child. There's a world in you, I could walk with you forever, 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 forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Gotta live this life, and we never die. When we running through it, taking, you know we fine. We coming for the Labor Day show. We'll be like the judges, cause their lives are so old. Where the truth be found, never in the main crowd. Always on the low, so much right in style. From the wrong tracks, from the sound for the city. We just want the ease from the strength that we live in. Toothless smile, I see beauty here. Let me walk with you forever, 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 forever and ever and ever and ever, forever, forever, forever. I'm just good, and it's only gonna get better now because the energy started proper. It had to happen now. It's always been leading up to this. Then came the dreaded woe. Hit the floor, let it go. All the things we try, leave behind, followed us in, deep rewind. New York City is
a sudden stop. Being humble for life, I die trying. The Vandal squad, I slide right by them. State of emergency, homies out committing burglary, corrective surgery, nothing but nervous MCs. We gon' only get paid off what we can reach. Wear your feelings on your sleeve, I hit them with bleach. Born destructive, I'm not to be interrupted. Your crew is busted, snitches, we never trust them. Losing control, I hope your soul float. The Titanic sinker, destroying all boats, calling all cars. The way I got Jordans, people think I'm an NBA All-Star. They keep talking from the stands, I'm about to act up. Knocked down 100 times, I keep getting back up.
Give it up, give it up. You tryna test the limits, you ain't big enough, big enough. The view from way up here, it might just be too much. You looking for a fight, you found the wrong one, and yet the right one to give you some. Give it up, give it up. You tryna test the limits, you ain't big enough, big enough. The view from way up here, it might just be too much, You looking for a fight, you found the wrong one, and yet the right one to give you some.
Spark wild flavors, now and later cravings. Your flow is too basic, I'm not to be played with, so don't gossip. Gothic content, beats and lyrics, we got it, the hottest product. Illustrate, practice your craft, your ego makes me laugh. These people is trash, the evil makes it last. Gun in the glove compartment in case they wanna start I'm a marksman, keep a blade, came to conquer. I got styles like I came from Yonkers. Been nice since we was playing Contra. Tell them facts the contract, I'm enlightened if the price is tightened. Ultra beasts is like the Clash of Titans. Back in the ring, a champion fighter who had to do his thing. They put kings against gods and gods against kings. Winners against losers, my vision they couldn't see. Wouldn't look like it was Medusa. Ain't got the chips for the hit producer. Don't get along with these industry niggas, they losers. Let's keep it moving.
You got goals to overthrow the throne without the gumption to go and get your own. That's how you get stepped on. Tell a nigga push on and let a get gone. Cause once you know, then it's known. Run a fade for a player hate any day. Give it up. Give it up, 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 give it up. You tryna test the limits, you ain't big enough, big enough. The view from way up here, it might just be too much. You looking for a fight, you found the wrong one, and yet the right one to give you some. Give it up, give it up. You tryna test the limits, you ain't big enough, big enough. The view from way up here, it might just be too much, You looking for a fight, you found the wrong one, and yet the right one to give you some.
Play at your own risk, act like you know. Them on some grown shit. They wasn't helping, so we had to get our own. They wasn't helping, so we had to get our own. And now we own this. Play at your own risk, like you know. Come on, some grown. They wasn't helping, so we had to get our own. They wasn't helping, so we had to get our own. And now we own this.
Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. You found the wrong one, and yet the right one to give you some. Give it up, give it up.
Yeah. So this is a track called Life in Lockdown. It's by a dude on Soul Shower. Or no, the album he has is called Soul Shower, but he's on Cold Busted. And the track's called Life on Lockdown. I don't know that this song necessarily makes me think of life in lockdown, but, you know. Each their own, right? Before that, what did you hear? Oh, let's see. Senor Chaos and Illustrate with a track called Give It Up, and that features Boog Brown. I'm happy to see Senor Chaos and Illustrate doing their thing still. I've known about those dudes for a very long time, and especially Illustrate. Like that dude, I remember like getting like really terrible mixed and mastered music from him, but I was like, he's a good rhymer, like he's a good writer, but he just needs to get it together. So shouts to my man Illustrate. Before that was Cooking on Three Burners with a rework of Miss Fat Booty. If you don't know Cooking on Three Burners, they had a really big track that was like Cooking on for Three Burners versus Kungs or something like that. But anyway, it was called This Girl, I believe. And it was like a big track, I don't know, 2011, something like that. It was like a big sort of clubby type song. Anyway, good times. I'm glad to see them still making music and making good music too. L. Michaels Affair, double shot of him and Liam Bailey with I Love New York and Walk With Me. Atmosphere, Fleetwood, off his new, I guess it's an album. I really don't know, EP. It's called Word. I think there's like Word A, B, and C. So it's like each one is a side of a double LP. But anyway, it's like 3 or 4 songs. And this is from side A. Kicked it all off, of course, Touch and Moves with Thought Crime. Again, the video for it is spectacular. Really well shot. Really well like thought out visually. So highly recommend checking it out. Thought Crime. Crime is K-R-H-Y-M-E. Thought K Rhyme. Let's get back into the music. What are you going to hear? Something dope. So let's get into it. 8 to 10 every Tuesday night from here in my studio, The Bunker in North Carolina. Out to you in the internet via Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Yeah.
Just let it breathe. Just let it breathe. That's Illustrate right there. Yeah. That's DJ Deliver right there. Yeah. My turn. The Dealer of hope was selling me lies. Got money, went broke like 70 times. Had contact with the game, but left no DNA, no streams to play. They couldn't catch me like 70s crimes. When Lupe made kick, push, I was out here struggling to make the rent. Push another month or two, wasn't living comfortable. Climbing freeway signs, the closest thing to stunnable. Now, I'm on my grown man trips to the beaches. Me and my whiz hold hands, connected so we reaching. I'm taking shots like Kobe, I won't miss on it. Heard your album had a diss on it, I took a sip on it. You need to flush your mind, my pen took a on it. When you dishonest, my album don't need hits on it. I parachute in the booth, letting my thing. Too much slang, you can't put a saddle on a Mustang. Don't give me your swing, I got mine and that's the thing. Don't give me your swing, I got mine and that's the thing. Say my name and the bells ring. Say my name and the bells ring. Don't give me your swing, I got mine and that's the thing. Don't give me your swing, I got mine and that's the thing. Say my name and the bells ring. Say my name and the bells ring. My name rings bells and memories, created synergy. Saw the Fugees at Emory, a hell of a show. When the homie Jax passed, it was a hell of a blow. But let me know that this life ain't forever, we go back to the essence, eternal heavens we made for. Bury me in my laser fours they paid for. Told the swoosh that I wasn't gonna slave more. Made me a trailblazer in Portland like Bazemore. You probably wonder why I even bother. Get this wisdom from my mother, get the from my father. So don't want my culture dictated by a white guy. If you only visiting for Wi-Fi, it's no high fives. I'm from an open carry state where they pop the pistol. Rappers resting in peace, they could've had pop potential. Nobody smiling, so I don't make jokes. Illustrates beats, break necks, leave your face broke. Don't give, don't give, don't give, don't give. Break next week.
Familiar, this old feeling is similar to the feelings you feel at the poles here when it's cold. There's holes in the whole system, it's holding us all here in a hold of an old prison, it's cold. Every page of the poll give us information, nothing changing, it's painting an old picture. That fat money stack in the face of a go-getter. Little wonder the whole world favor the gold.
Just slamming these tracks together.
Separate in the syllabus, the same old shit, just flip and get told quicker. Souls quiver, then they get sold to the highest bidder while we shiver with our skin in the grip of the cold winter. Come on, the world is cold. The world is cold. The world is cold, and so we set it on fire. So we set it on fire. The world is cold, so we set it on fire. Hey, the world is cold. The world is cold. The world is cold, and so we set it on fire. So we set it on fire. The world is cold, so we set it on fire. Hey, there's just one thing that you'll do today. There's just one thing that you'll do, just go and set a the world ablaze and play it cool while you chilling in the flames. There's just one thing that you'll do today. There's just one thing, go ahead and burn it to the ground. Hey yo, barely made it out of the asylum. Full sprint running while I'm hunted by the sirens. I can feel the hunger rising in the night. It's a Leviathan and I am at the mercy of its violence. Clutched by a cold metal claw, crushing our spirit with a cold set of laws. We are taught not to step out of line with, forced inside of a construct to keep us all in alignment. I admit I'm a cynic, that's fair, Jack. The news corporations ain't give us no fair facts. In fact, the media mediocre. TV's a turn off. The world full of sheep outfoxed by a murder. You can try to cry wolf if you wanna. Fat little piggies on the roof, knowing you gonna lose. Playing chicken with a news helicopter, and nobody gonna care when the crew gets set up and wrong. The world is cold. The world is cold. The world is cold. So we set it on fire. So we set it on fire. The world is cold. So we set it on fire. Hey, the world is cold. The world is cold. The world is cold. So we set it on fire. So we set it on fire. The world was cold till we set it on fire. Hey, there's just one thing that you'll do today. There's just one thing that you'll do, just go and set a piece of the world ablaze and play it cool while you chilling in the flames. There's just one thing that you'll do today. There's just one thing, go ahead and burn it to the ground. Come on. Hey, come on, give me something.
It's all there in No, I've chosen the bloody path. Bloody path. Bloody path.
I didn't really plan on having a like super gratuitous just scratching in my show today, but here I am. I promise I won't scratch as much when I get into the vinyl portion. I promise. Something clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo, every Tuesday night, 8 to 10 p.m. right here on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Take drugs, Danny.
Breakfast. And when those niggas come in to eat, he said, after today, I ain't your master anymore. You all as free as I am. You just stand and look. Don't know what to say
Take drugs, Danny? Every day. Good. So what's the problem? I don't know. I don't know. You take drugs, Danny?
You all as free as I
Drugs, Danny?
Caddyshack! This is a track from KDP, and it's off an album called Waiting Room. No, Influences, rather. I didn't realize I was going to just get into all this beats type music, but it's all right. I'm going with it. I'm feeling good about it. Before that was Mr. T with Raw Freedom, Rum Tum, Echo Lakes, Let Your Hair Down, BF Holiday, Cooking on Three Burners again with The World Is Cold, Bacau Rhythm and Steel Band with My Jamaican Dub. That's off their new album called Expansions. It's out on Big Crown Records. Highly recommend checking it out. I have like a special pressing of it, and it's kind of a bummer because you really can't do anything with it except for listen to it. It's like trying to like cue it up manually and stuff. It's like F, so not a fan. And of course, a Senior Chaos and Illustrate with their rework of fantastic track called Lucchini by none other than, oh my goodness, I'm totally spacing on it. Lucchini by Camp Low. That's right. Let's get back into the music. What are you going to hear? I don't know, something dope. It's going to be you're going to hear a new Cobra Soul Groove 66 Part 1, and then we're going to get into some vinyl. Something clever with the man Jeep Ward behind the board, 8 to 10 p.m. right here on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, man.
chin dirty. Kick the bucket, cause this one ain't piss worthy. Stick 'em up or get stuck down in history. We're the ones throwing punches and pistol sleep. Live it up, can't live it down and quit early. 30's the new 20, that is the new 30. Lucky.
Hold up. You know what he said? He said 30 is the new 20, dead is the new 30. Did you hear that? I'm not really a huge Deathbot fan, but this song is the jam. Let's get into it. Yeet, 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 yeet.
Down in history, we're the ones throwing punches and pistol sleep. Live it up, can't live it down and quit early. 30's the new 20, that is the new 30. Lucky for you, money. This song's for two birdies. One of them's you, buddy. Two of them's you, birdie. Knees buckling, wheezing, feet shuffling. Beat the heat, running on meet the deep, shoveling. Dream stuffed in a grease machine, pumped and released to clean whatever piece you speak off of it. Heard that you were leaving, came to give you a reason. Take these for the team and take steps away, leaking. About 10 back, now who wanna dance? I got 2 left feet and they're both in your ass. Nobody move, nobody gets anywhere. 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 I go from made you look to the fuck you looking at. In 2 seconds flat, so who's testing that? He stands up for the best place he ever sat. He catch every towel thrown in and hand it back. Tough talk, walks off and leaves limping. Yells free, shoots the breeze and won't miss it. Now needs a new wind to piston. What's that you're whistling? Dixie or this shit? Nobody move, nobody gets anywhere. 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 Don't look now or now either. But here, see, hear, and speak evil. He's fearless, self-dressed as people. Some of all equals. High, pleased to meet you. Come and get beat to each punch you throw. Got softest that are known to clean a whole clock. More chips on his shoulder than the old block. Short distance to go to where the buck stops. More stiffers turn splinters, push these. Happiness to no penis, pussy. Can't beat this to holy shit rookie. Dust his thumbs clean of crumbs from tough cookies. The kid never let a bully hit him. He keep his head up even if he need a pulley system. Listen, hell is one hell of a town. You ain't know your way out, better change up your route. You're walking around in a lion's mouth and finally finding out this ain't the way to your house. Part of me biting down, part of you chewed up. Best of luck finding out who did what. She's touched, see what we wasn't looking. Oh, oops, no proof, ate all the pudding. Push came to shove and asked for help pushing. Shove flashed the gun, no one knows where pushes. Oh no, you didn't, it's different than no you couldn't. Oh no, this isn't insisting you bite the bullet. Go hold that foot in your mouth and start munching. Once you're done, you can run your shit punted. Tending for all contenders and who done this. Got something to lay down the law on his stomach. Up against the wall, hands in the air. Nobody move, nobody gets anywhere. 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 Nobody move, nobody gets anywhere.
Okay. People in the house.
Welcome to the stage where you can feel the heat from the bodies pressed together just to hear you speak. Yo, I wonder what makes them wanna stand in line. Will they step to the jam and understand the rhyme? It's almost showtime when we enter the showcase and we eye to eye, face to face with my people that be filling the place. I listen as the music starts filling the space. Once occupied by emptiness, left by anticipation. They out to get inspired, yo, they tired of waiting, better start praying. My spirituality checks like a moment of truth or reality check. Plus it sets the mood. It's easy to forget what is true. It follows focus of the why and the who and the where. It's right here, the right now, the backstage. We hoping to raise some eyebrows, cause hey, we might bow till the lights go down in the venue. I'm hoping that they let us continue like encore. We got more if they want more to unlock doors. The reason why we came on tour. And once more, I think about the path laid before us. If we wanna be prepared, we better practice the chorus like 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you out there, we bringing it live. All you listening, rise and tell a friend that we just want to spread love.
That's all.
The percussions came to for y'all. Saying, hey, you out there, we bringing it live. All you listening, rise. Tell a friend that we just want to spread love.
That's all.
The Pro-Cussers came to do it for y'all.
Whose voiceovers am I doing?
You supposed to get strolls. Yeah. Chill. We'll get it, man. We'll get it.
Stage is set for the preceding event. Start times around 9, I guess we'll go around 10. Load the promos and banner and the merch for purchase. The first is the venue, but the last to get a sound check. Perfect image for the master of conversation. The picture packing the entrance from the inauguration to the finish. They're listening to the headline and act. So the goal is to expand the attention span enough for us. We gotta get them open, hence be the opening act. The underdog struggling with a mission and humble beginnings. Again rehearsing the show, reciting each line.
Your Pro-Cussions, 5 minutes to showtime.
Yo, 7 minutes ago, my arms fold, eyes closed. Now aborted by the guy at the door. I touch the floor with the sole of my feet, feeling grounded indeed. I'm praising God for the breath that I breathe. We proceed, entering stage right, only guided by the sound of a kick. Wall bricks and red lights. I'm seeing a small fight in the front row. No blows get thrown, exchange of words, and now it's under control. Clock is telling me it's 9:45. I'm telling Jay that I'm ready, but can't remember how the chorus begins. In my mind, I got it almost right, and just then I hear a voice speaking into the mic.
So right about now, we got Mr. J, Rez, and Maestro of the Pro-Cussions getting ready to come out here and rock with y'all. For real, you need to pack the front.
Hey, you out there, we bringing it live. All you listening, rise and tell a friend that we just want to spread love. The Pro-Cussions came to do it for y'all. Saying, hey, you out there, we bringing it live. All you listening, rise and tell a friend that we just want to spread love. The Pro-Cussions came to do it for y'all.
It's the beginning of a new and excitingly different story. And there's a whole world of new sounds.
Listen, real.
the soul, rivers to roads, time and desire, love and let go. I wrote the
code into the snow, flakes turn to water, liquid will flow into the soul, rivers to roads, time and desire, love and let go.
I wrote the code into the snow, flakes turn to water, liquid will flow into the soul, rivers to roads, time will decide, love and let go. Now ripple from the middle of the room, little tipple from a riddle for the doomed. Leave a message for the people who believe we should be equal. Two halves, harvest, now grow like a forest. Ancient leaves, leave remedies. Burn these trees, if you please. But shall I's breath, we'll all deceive.
From the womb to the grave, from the tomb to the cave, from the womb to the grave, from the tomb to the cave, from the womb to the grave, from the tomb to the cave, to the moon till it fades, and we move and we praise to a doom, but we're saved to a doom, but we're saved, and we move and we praise to a doom, but we're saved in a room, in a place, in a tomb made safe, in a room, in a place, in a tomb made safe. Kick off the anchor rises, lightweight dreamers vanquish, survivors scattered throughout the lands, float on water or sink in sands, unplanned this life casts many numbers, just roll the dice of thunder and hear it roar like a tiger as it strikes, never once but twice. You might just realize that everyone you know someday will die, floating in space, blind. The actor's been out of work for a long, long time, acting out lies and reciting these lines, believing in the belly of the hopeless. Think and challenge, confront yourself and deal the damage, become the savage, wild at heart, carnage, trapped in the dark, heartless cabbage, carried away.
Get the light up and get delighted. Do you want to live a life? I wish you wish to die. Freedom fighter.
Crying at the thought of Mr. Rogers. Crying at the thought of Terry Fox. I'm 5 years old, crying, ice cream melting on the sidewalk. I'm crying because I feel inadequate. I'm crying because I miss my dad. 25, crying in my room because some stupid hard drive crashed. It was all good back when things were going good. Spinning around, now you're on the hook, and you realize your friends are all creeps dressed up in human skin, and when they talk it sounds like sloppy violence. Grandma, take me home. 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 Grandma, take
as I cry for help. Nobody's mad if you're sad and you need to scream. You're living nightmares when you should be living a dream. 'Cause when you're running, what do you think you're gonna find? A change in your life, peace of mind. And your soul on the table that you gamble on is what happens when you run, trying to right the wrong. When you think you're gonna run, where will you go? You can't stop if you leave, that you ought to know. There's no looking back. When people ask what you're looking at, you say ahead when you're not sure it's fact. 9 times out of 10, you should never begin a mission with no end in time as your only friend, with the countdown to when you're gonna break from the weight. Try 12 different drugs for a new escape. You had pictures in your pocket of the people you love, you keep them close in case you're heading to another coast. Needed guidance in your life, so you grabbed the map to get away, but now you found a brand new trap. There's people looking at your face, knowing that you're naive, offering hot meals and wheels you can't leave. Those are negative thoughts you should squash as you look at the sun. Realize there's no need to run. Wherever you go, you're there, hiding from yourself. Why can't you see breaking camp as I cry for help? Nobody's mad if you're sad and you need to scream. You're living nightmares when you should be living a dream. When you're running, what do you think you're gonna find? A change in your life, peace of mind, putting your soul on the table that you gamble on is what happens when you run, trying to right the wrong.
Now son, I know the feeling when you hit the glass ceiling, got your tripping girl flipping, make you think about stealing. When it rains, it pours, looking for change in drawers and couch cushions. I'm pushing cause your range is tall, and what the deal with your man lamping down the block, holding down the spot with icy links and rocks, thinking to yourself, damn it ain't fair, but life ain't. Some ran, some wait, some can and some can't. Man, another collector on the phone with the badass tone, talk about them badass loan. Why me is what you think, cause you can't understand it. The pressures of life, you wanna leave this damn planet, can ya? Son, that's the punk's way out. I see you staring at the window, wanna jump way out. And if you're running, what do you think you're gonna find? Something crack, a crime, and the dead, a jail time?
Wherever you go, you're there, hiding from yourself. Why can't you see breaking camp as I cry for help? Nobody's mad if you're sad and you need to scream. You're living nightmares when you should be living a dream. When you're running, what do you think you're gonna find? A change in your life, peace of mind, putting your soul on the table that you gamble on is what happens when you run, trying to right the wrong. Why leave when you can stay and try to work things out? Reverse the negative aspects you catch just about every week of every month. What would you want? The pain won't stop unless you just attack the stress. The best in your eyes even had to go and do that. To reach certain points in life, you gotta leave the pack. They might not even know it when they're holding you back. You have to speak from your chest cavity and not slap. You're not the first person to catch a raw deal. See it as a test and think of new ways to build skills. Avoid the decoys with words that burn, the hurtful times in your mind that stain like iodine. As the days move past, you're guaranteed to see change. You gotta make it happen, get it all arranged. You're gonna find that your friends are just people you know. Along for the fast ride, watch them go with the flow. When you're locked in, it's time to collect the bail. They're screaming broke, like most girls do with fingernails. And you swore you would never let it happen again. You have an opportunity to not lose, so make a win. Wherever you go, you're there, hiding from yourself. Why can't you see breaking camp as I cry for help? Nobody's mad if you're sad and you need to scream. You're living nightmares when you should be living a dream. When you're running, what do you think you're gonna find? A change in your life, peace of mind, putting your soul on the table that you gamble on is what happens when you run, trying to right the wrong.
Yeah, that was a cool vinyl set. Mostly just playing those records, but you know, I had fun doing some weird mixing. That is a group called 3582, which is Fat John and I can't remember who the other dude is. It's Fat John and I can't remember. Common Grackle, which is the collusion of Gregory Pepper. It's the collusion of Gregory Pepper and Factor Chandelier. Sealing Demons, they're from the UK, brand new on my radar. Pretty interesting, although I think I played it the wrong speed, the whole song. So what are you going to do? Apollo and Fluid Motion, Interstellar Hydroponics. And that is off the Deeper Concentration compilation, which I also have the Deep Concentration compilation as well. It's a 2-song compilation that was similar to like Return the DJ, only it tried to bring together sort of like underground rap MCs and turntablist compositions in the same compilation. It was a pretty cool project and very like pivotal in the sort of underground scene. Plus, I had art from this dude Futura, not Futura 2000. It's I forget what he used to do. A lot of live painting at like rapping ass rap shows. But anyway, that was Apollo in Fluid Motion with Interstellar Hydroponics off Deeper Concentration. Oh yeah, it came out on Ohm Records. That's right. So again, it was Ohm Records making their foray into turntablist as well as the rap scene. People like Ming and FS did stuff on there. Soul, Yeshua the Poet, those types of rapping ass rappers. Sound providers, speaking of rapping ass rappers, sound providers featuring the percussions, 5-minute remix, and this photo right here of like them hanging out in the studio for like the longest period of time. That was like my goal. I just wanted to be like this like crate digging ass dude making beats, scratching records, and like that's all I did. And I guess to some degree I kind of got there. I mean, most of my 20s I was like, most of my like late 20s, early 30s I was like on the road touring. Most of my adult life really on the road touring, making music and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Before that was the new Cobra Soul Groove 66 Part 1, and it features Renee Gayer. Let's get back into it. You're going to hear a track off DJ Vadim's album called You Can't Learn Imagination, and it came out on BBE. This is a single called Hidden Treasure. Let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, a.k.a. DJ Halo, every Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m., right here on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, making Tuesdays suck a whole lot less since last August. Not this past August, but the August before. We've been on the air for over a year. What?
I do fling down in a classical vibration, going out to each and every nation. Played by the King Champion, along with Sister Sabzi on the vocal. Sabzi.
It's late in the afternoon. I'm looking for some hidden treasure. I can't find the X to mark the spot, so I'm gonna bring the stormy weather. I'm going outside without a coat. The heat is so thick it holds me close, and it might just rain and it might just pour, but I'm ready to face
brand new Kokoroko before their new album comes out next year. It's a 12-inch. Get a copy now because there's a limited supply. Something clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ. Hey.
I am the lost found son of ancient African forerunners. I am the second generation offspring of my paternal grandmother. I am the firstborn male child of my terrestrial birth mother. I am the tall, dark, and handsome junior brother of little sister Soul. I am the true friend and secret lover of Sweet Lady Blues. Everything that I am and ever will be, I owe to you, women black. So this is an ode to you, my precious black mothers. My bloodline flows from the umbilical cord of a sacred royal womb. The melodious rhythms of my heartbeat came from you pushing me into this world. God blessed me with the spiritual gifts of a rich matrilineal inheritance. I find completion in the ebony culture of your imperial ancestral heritage. I am grateful to you for your stolen legacy of love and resilience. I am eternally indebted to you for all that I have ever received. So this is an ode to you, Africa's unforgotten mothers. This is a tribute to you, queens, princesses, and daughters of humanity. For you are the fertile basin of all that is civil, clean, and pure. Your feminine energy makes this entire world go around. It is your creative she-force that generates life to all substances. Without the nourishing and nurturing of your female essence, there could be no balance, no harmony or completeness. So this is an ode to you, Africa's Earth Mothers. Beautiful and benevolent, you are the caregivers of creation. You are the backbone of everything humane in man's inhuman domain. The first women to master child rearing and to domesticate humans. You taught the world how to conserve and cook, dance, sing, and pray. You are the true mother of invention, making more out of less, making do out of undoable, making ways out of no ways. So this is an ode to you, wonder-working black mothers. As a black mother in the 1700s, you were turned into a slave, forced to breed children to feed the capitalistic greed of Europeans. You watched in horror and rage as your children were snatched away, your husbands, uncles, brothers, sons, and daughters abused and broken. On the journey across the great waters, you survived the unendurable, bearing the stench, disease, torture, and killings of a brutal African Mayafa. So this is an ode to you, Africa's lost mothers. Through the unpaid labor of generations of your children, America was built. Yet you received no gratitude, courtesies, or thankfulness. You watched your family buckle under the terror of Klan and Jim Crow. You carried the burden of two families, nursing babies that were not yours, cleaning toilets and scrubbing floors. You labored to send your own to school with a double stigma of being black and female. You fought racism unarmed. So this is an ode to your steadfast determination, African son mothers. I know you've seen enough pain to feel the deepest valleys of the Congo. I know you've overcome enough sadness to reach the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro. I know you've shouldered the weight of the world upon your sturdy back. I know you've cried enough tears to feel the circumference of the widest ocean. I know you've witnessed enough heartaches and heartbreaks to last an eternity, but it's the tenacity of your warrior spirit that has kept you holding on. So this is an ode to you, my regal Pan-African mothers. I'm singing you a happy song, black mothers of the diaspora. I'm singing you a song of praise because honor is long overdue. I'm singing you a ballad of hope and promise for better times ahead. I'm singing you a song of respect and admiration, appreciation and gratitude. I'm singing you a love song because I love you, black mothers, for all of your toil and labor, losses and setbacks, hardships and despair. Yes, this is an ode to you, women of color, African mothers. I'm giving a shout out to the beauty of my glorious black women. I'm giving a shout out to kinky hair, full thick lips and wide hips. I'm giving a shout out to curvaceous legs and broad baby back butts. I'm giving a shout out to dark skin, tan skin, cocoa caramel and yellow skin. I'm giving a shout out to cornrows and gazillions, locks, afros and natural hair. I'm giving a shout out to sexy walks and sexy sexy smiles, sexy ways and styles. Yes, this is an ode to the most beautiful species on earth, African mothers. On behalf of all black men who live or have ever lived, we say thank you. Thank you for your infectious laughter and your expressive language. Thank you for your genius, creativity, and resourcefulness. Thank you for your courage, compassion, and understanding. Thank you for your loyalty to family, friends, and community. Thank you for your unrelenting faith in divine will and purpose. Thank you for the gifts of our children, the future of our hopes and dreams. It's an ode to you, mothers black, for truly God made you in her own image.
I never know what to do with these long songs that are playing. Do I just like stand here staring at you? Do I like look like I'm looking for more records because we're almost done. So I'm not going to be looking for more records. I don't know. This is a really dope spiritual jazz track. While it's playing, I'll get into a little bit of what you heard. This is Lloyd Miller with a track called Spiritual Jazz. Before that was Tribe with Ode to Black Mothers, Coco Roco, Carry Me Home. That's a 12-inch, brand new music from them. It's sort of like a couple Lucy singles, and they didn't have anything together, so I guess they just put out a 12-inch just to get something in the market, I guess. And Jakai with Sun, 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 and that's the Walter Gibbons original 12-inch edit, and that's off a compilation of all like Walter Gibbons edits. If you don't know who Walter Gibbons is, he's another sort of studio rat dude, similar to the guy who does all the Eminem mixes. His name is escaping me right now, but I mean, they're like, you know, dudes who just hung out in the studio all day and were like DJs, sort of, but more like studio rats and just, you know, loved messing with songs, like mostly like disco and that type of music. So they made like these cool like dance re-edits in the studio when like remixing wasn't even really a thing. Kicked it all off with Hidden Treasures featuring Sabria Jade and Quasi Ashante. It's DJ Vadim. So let's get back into it. You're going to hear a track. It's called I Am Swept by Joy Roberts and the Extremes. And it's a 7-inch that I found at work. I'm unsure. So let's get into it. Something clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo.
I'm swept for you, baby. And it's time you were told. Yeah, I'm swept for you, baby. Way down deep in my soul. The first time that I saw you, you stood out in the crowd, looking so good and walking so proud. I wanted to say as you passed my way, you know that I'm swept for you, baby. And it's time you were told. Yeah, I'm swept for you, baby. Way down deep in my soul.
I'm just like a falling leaf over you, baby. And you're like a breeze that come and sweep leaves away. You're like a broom, I'm like dirt in the room. 'Cause I'm sweat for you, baby. And it's time you were told. Oh yeah, I'm sweat for you, baby. Way down deep.
and grabs right hold of your heart. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for listening. I got way off the rails those last three songs. What you heard there was Genesis, Invisible Touch, Mike Post, the theme from Magnum PI. I might be dating myself, but if you recognize that, you definitely grew up in the 80s. You're like, wait, that sounds familiar. I can't place it, but I think I know it. And you would be correct, because it is the theme from Magnum PI. Mustache is out. Yes, Tom Selleck. Genesis. What can I say about Genesis? A crappy 80s band. But I have the 45, because it's just hilarious. That's one of those songs you just got to pull out every now and then, and people are like, yo, did you seriously play Genesis right now? And you're like, yes, I did. Serious. I'm serious. I do not mess around with my bad 80s music, all right? Till next week. Live life. Don't be a jerk. I'm out.